So on to video number 3, which is hopefully be a lot shorter, which is how we change the title block information down here. Again, there is a video on my channel about how we change title block information, but just seen as we're doing the depth gauge drawing here, I'll just add it onto this particular one. So in order to change that, we saw earlier that the field text was held in here. However, to change the properties of these, we're actually going to go to the top bit where we made the new sheet. We're going to right click and we want the eye properties of this particular sheet. Now, we've got some tabs on there: summary, project, status, and it's those 3 tabs that we change bits on in order to make things appear in these little bits. There is one for custom where you can make your own text, and we have to then add a field text to the ISO title block information. It's not something that we need to do, so we're just going to change the things on there. Now, once you've done this a few times, you kind of remember which box does what, but for the purpose of this video, we've kind of got no idea in this case. So what we'll do is just have a look at what the fields are. So that field text is governed by what's in your title block. I'm just going to right click here. I wouldn't advise doing this. I'll just kind of tell you as we go along what the bits do, because you could change this and then save it instead of it being what we really want. So if I go to edit definition, there is my title block. My title block exists as a sketch of lines, just like we've drawn that line across. They're all got a certain dimension. The important bit is what's written inside in these sort of less than and greater than signs, because they're the fields that we change in order to do it. So the design by is changed by the field called author, checked by, approved by is Eng approved by. There is a date hidden under there as well, which is a little bit difficult to see. We've got this larger box, which is company. We've got title, part number. We get revision number, which puts a number in here, and then we get sheet, number of sheets down there, and creation date. That will pick up today's date. You can change it as we go. So again, you know, I've done this long enough to remember. If you do need to do it, you can do that edit definition. Don't move anything, don't change anything. I'm not sure if you've got the rights to do it anyway at the Academy, but we'll just press finish, and I'm going to press no in that case. So we're just back to our normal title block. So it's pulled the date in today because we've done it today as we are going. So we'll go back to eye properties then, and we'll have a look at what we are going to change. So firstly, design by, that's the kind of most important one. That is governed by the field called author. So in this case, you could pop your name. Now just remember what we said. This is usually the case that we use uppercase text here, and again, just like we did before, we'll try and show you as we go. If I press apply, my name now goes into that particular box. The company is what goes into this one. So again, my drawings usually have the Academy's name in, but again, if you were doing the drawing for yourself or drawing a drawing for something, you know, you could have a company name in there, not a problem. We also get title in there, which came into this one. So the title of our drawing in this case is depth gauge, and I'll just press apply there, and we'll move on to the next one. So just make sure you've pressed apply before you move on. I've had it in the past where different settings have sometimes removed things from your drawing. Then we get part number. So part number is the one that comes down here. So again, in most cases, this might just be depth gauge again, or if you're doing a separate drawing of the threaded pin and the gauge rod, you could put threaded pin and gauge rod there. We are limited on size, so we've just got to be a little bit careful about what we do. Revision number is where it goes into addition. Okay, so it's the first time we've done the drawing, let's say, so we'll put a number 1 in there. Notice that was the same as what it said for author, but designer wasn't a field that changed what was in there. It definitely was author that was in there, so don't get mistaken there. We'll go apply, and then the ones that we've not got from the default ones out here are the checked by and the approved by, and they're in status. So we get checked by and we get Eng approved by. So not manufacturing approved by, that's not going to change anything. Our ISO.IDW title block is Eng approved by and checked by. So this could be an other, and again an other in my case. Now that could quite easily be someone else in the group, a friend, it doesn't really matter. But if we press apply, we'll notice that those two boxes now get populated. If I wanted to put the date in there for the approved by, I could just check this little box, and when I press apply I get the date in there. Now again, it's a little bit tricky if you put a longer name in here because it will go over the top, so you don't need it in there. We've got the creation date. If this was reality, yes, it would have a date that it was approved for engineering or approved for manufacture, because someone's checked over it, they're fully happy to commit to manufacture 100, 1,000, 100,000 of whatever component was in your drawing. So if we press close, that's going to be completed for what we have in your title block information. You don't need to do this twice. Remember, this is a page 1 and page 2, or sheet 1 and sheet 2 of your drawing, therefore it's remembered everything from before. So have a little go. I know I've not completed everything there because we've left some measurements off, but it's kind of a repeat of what you are doing. Just a reminder, if it is a hole or a thread, use that tool for it. If it's any other kind of dimension, it's this one. The only downside there is if you've got a chamfer. Chamfers have a special note. Notice that I did click twice when I did chamfer, so I clicked on the angled edge and the other edge in order to do it. Now the first one you click on is the one where the arrow goes to, so if I just show you that again, click on chamfer. If I do the angled edge first and then the horizontal or the vertical, it wouldn't matter, the arrow would be going to where I clicked first, and that's the usual designation that we want on a chamfer note. Okay, so have a little go, see how you get on. You should be able to create your own set of drawings here with your name on, maybe your friend's name, and again, I've said it before, it's, you know, the grand plan, the big plan here is that we can design things, you can create your drawings, you can go into the workshop and manufacture something from your own drawings.